Welcome to sourcebmx. I'm Van Homan. We're here in Encinitas, California. I'm with Ethan Corriere. We're going to take a look at his Fit Sleeper signature frame. Ethan, you've got your own Fit signature frame. It's the Sleeper. What went into the design process with this?
Basically, Van, I got to design the whole thing, like any geometry in the whole world that I wanted. So I kind of just took the parts of the geometry that I knew that I liked, like the steep head tube, the bottom bracket height, all that good stuff. I already knew what I liked. So I started from there and then gave it the perfect chainstay length, perfect for me. A little bit taller standover, and I love it, it's perfect.
All right. So what type of riding is this bike overall designed to ride?
This bike is designed for like a tough, sturdy feeling street frame, technically, but a lot of guys like it for dirt jumps. A lot of just like bigger or taller riders like it because it feels very open and it feels very responsive for how big it actually is.
So it's tech, it's tall, and it can do it all. Is that correct?
Precisely, Van.
All right. So this rear end can be 13.4 to 13.75. A little longer than some of the super twitchy tech street frames, but a little shorter than maybe a trail frame. So what's the thought process behind that?
Well, it's partially because there is a million street frames out there that have a 13-inch or shorter back end. And I don't really like that feeling because you lose all stability on your manuals, your backwards manuals, a lot of grind tricks. So keeping a similar pull front end to a frame like that and then pulling the back longer, for me, it makes any balancing trick way easier, especially like grind to 180 to backwards manual. Way more forgiving on something like this.
The forks. We've got the Fit Shiv V3 25mm offset. What do you like about the Shiv fork? What do you like about the 25mm offset?
I like the Shiv fork because it's sturdy. I've never had any problems. The dropouts are invested cast, and then they're like some fancy technology and then set up very strong. It's responsive enough to ride everything you can streetwise, but then it's mellow enough to go fast, to feel good, to feel solid on your bike.
So you've also got your own signature handlebar, also called the Sleeper, 9.25 rise. Why do you choose this rise? How do the bars complement the frame? Does it work best when it's all together?
You know what? It is the perfect matching combo for the feeling and, of course, the color. But the reason I did this size and this shape, actually, is because I was riding your bar forever.
Okay.
The Van Homan bar.
The Vandal bar.
The Vandal bar, that's what it was called. Everything about it, from the way it was made to the shape of the box and the height, I loved it. But they were 9 inches tall, so I wanted a little more height. I went up a 1/4 inch. I kept everything else very similar, but now the back sweep on mine is only 10 degrees back.
So you've got the S&M Enduro stem. It's the 49mm, which is the shortest version of this stem that they offer. What do you like about the stem, and why do you choose the short option?
The reason I'm riding this stem, Van, is because I love dearly the Fit Hango stem. It's perfect. I love the geometry, the shape, everything about it. But it was out of stock. And this is the closest one they had. And it feels like the same thing, so I'm good with it.
So this is your second choice. You wish you had the Jordan Hango stem on your bike right now.
I'm fairly certain it's the same stem with a different logo on it.
Okay. So something I'm really interested to know about you and your riding is your drive chain. You are the master of pedal grinds, and you've got the 165mm blunt cranks with the Federal pedals. You've got a custom sprocket on here.
So the reason I ride these cranks is because in the past I've had a lot of issues with cranks holding up. So luckily Fit made these cranks. They're called the blunt cranks. Mega thick, mega beefy, unbreakable really. And so I love them. They're bulky, they're steel. For the pedal grinds, that's the only thing you need really is a steel crank because the aluminum kind of sucks to grind on. It gets all hot and sticky or something weird.
So you do a lot of technical pedal grinds. How important is the pedal that you're riding?
The pedal itself, I don't think it's like that important exactly which one you ride. As long as it's plastic, well, that's what I like. They usually all slide good. I like to try them all. I work at a bike shop, so I get to see all the different pedals on display. So right now I'm on the Federal ones. They work great, but doing crank arms, you're gonna go through pedals really fast. So every like month, I gotta change them out roughly.
So I see you've got kind of an interesting sprocket on here. You've got the sprocket guard. A lot of brands are doing that now, but this one looks a little bit different than what I've seen. What's the deal?
It's a custom sprocket that me and my friends made at my bike shop. It's like a mock-up of the wheels on my car, and you may or may not be able to have them one day. We'll see.
All right, so you guys are working on making this available.
Yes.
But right now it's off the market, can't get it, can't have it. Only this guy. You're running the Fit Barstool seat. I noticed you got a good bit of post here too. How important is your seat and your post height when you're doing bar spins or whatever it is you do?
The seat is everything when you do a bar spin. If I took my seat off and I tried to do a bar spin, I would crash for sure. The bar stool is good, really fat. I like this one in particular because it's got like the grippy cover on it. They make a few different options, but this one has like a nice, tough, grippy texture, good for my knees when I grip it to do bars.
So I found your wheels really interesting. You've got the Odyssey rims, you've got the Odyssey front hub, Demolition rear hub, and you've got something really interesting going on with your spokes.
Well, I build wheels all day at work. That's my job. I'm the master wheel builder. So when it comes to my own wheels, I like to get a little spicy, you know what I'm saying? So I got like a custom kind of like tri-spoke chrome and black going with the spokes. The rear hub, I religiously love this rear hub. It's the Demolition, I think, Rotator V3. I think it's Biz Jordan's signature. It is the greatest hub that has ever come out. And as of now, I'll ride nothing else.
You've got your own signature Fit sleeper pegs. Break these things down for us. What did you want out of a peg? What's good about them?
I just wanted a peg that lasts and doesn't explode every time you do a grind, because I'm sick of a lot of pegs doing that. So I kind of tried a bunch of my favorites, and I worked with Chris Moeller at S&M, and we took every good aspect of all those pegs and trying to combine them into one.
All right, Ethan, what tires are you rolling on, and why does it look like your back tire is on backwards?
I ride the Fit Biko FAF 2.25, a little bit skinnier because I hate when it like sticks when you do grinds and stuff. A lot of clearance. I rock the back one backwards because Devin Smiley does it, and he's like my favorite rider, so I just kind of copied him. Won't lie.
So still a fanboy, even now as a pro?
Oh yeah, still a fanboy. You know, it helps steering when you're rolling backwards.
Very logical,
It does.
very logical. It's good for the fakie boot. So it's only backwards when you're going forwards. If
You
you're
got
going
the front tire
if you're
for
going
that.
backwards, the tire's forwards.
Exactly.
It makes complete sense now. You want to talk about your dice caps?
I'm embarrassed by the valve caps.
I think they're cute.
They're pretty cute. They're nice.
Guys, a lot of guys are running the shadow chains now. I noticed you've got one on your bike. What do you like about it?
I don't even got to tell you, Van. Industry standard. Shadow conspiracy chain.
So the Shadow Supreme chain is a little bit more than a lot of chains on the market, but in your opinion, is it worth the extra cash?
It's definitely, you know, unless you want to break your chain and hit your knee on the stem, you could buy, you know, whatever, KMC, whatever. If you want to, like, prosper, get the Shadow chain.
All right, it's worth it. You heard it here. Ethan, thanks for chatting with us today. Everybody, check out the Bike Builder on sourcebmx.com to see exactly what Ethan Corriere is riding. You can see the specs, the pricing, and the availability all right there, sourcebmx.com.